Hi, my name is Glenson Prince, captain and goalkeeper of the Dominica men's senior national football team. We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Mr. Benji, Cultural Ambassador and lead singer for TK International. COVID-19 has hit my livelihood very hard. No large crowds means no shows. No live performances means no zero. I want to get back to doing what I love, to what you love. Let's get back to petting. I can only get back on stage if we all take the vaccine. Get vaxxed. Mr. Benji said so.
Everybody loves good news, and Flow's got great news for everyone. Prepaid customers, now you get unlimited talk and more data with Flow's new value-loaded, always-on prepaid plans. And it gets better. Now until March 31st, activate any plan and get 2 times the data. Not a Flow customer? Switch now and get the 30-day plan for only $50 with 50 gigabits of data. That's just $1 a gig. Dial *129# now to activate a 1, 3, 7, or 30-day plan. Or visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Glenson Prince, captain and goalkeeper of the Dominica men's senior national football team. We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Mr. Benji, Cultural Ambassador and lead singer for TK International. COVID-19 has hit my livelihood very hard. No large crowds means no shows. No live performances means no zero. I want to get back to doing what I love, to what you love. Let's get back to 13. I can only get back on stage if we all take the vaccine. Get vax. Mr. Benji said so.
Everybody loves good news, and Flow's got great news for everyone. Prepaid customers, now you get unlimited talk and more data with Flow's new value-loaded, always-on prepaid plans. And it gets better. Now until March 31st, activate any plan and get 2 times the data. Not a Flow customer? Switch now and get the 30-day plan for only $50 with 50 gigabits of data. That's just $1 a gig. Dial star 129 pound now to activate a 1, 3, 7, or 30-day plan. Or visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Stock Farm Football Complex. My name is Jordan Luke, and I will be accompanied by...
Hi, my name is Daniel Pemberton.
And we will be here for the Point Michel versus Middleham football match that is scheduled to start at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
We are a little bit...
A little late.
A little late, but it looks like the teams and the referees are in the tunnel and they are waiting to get started. So, Daniel, welcome. How are you?
No, I'm pretty good, man. It's a slightly overcast day today.
It is.
Yeah.
So that means the conditions should be cool,
right,
and players should be able to give high intensity.
What do you think about the pitch? You think it's a bit slippery today?
It should. Depends on how the ball hits it. Depends on how the ball is hit. I don't think it should cause too much trouble because it's a relatively flat surface.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like playing on Buffett State where you have a few mountains
right
on the pitch. But
well, you're expecting a good game today?
I'm expecting a good game. Why are you laughing already, man? To be honest, this is the Middleham United's third game.
Right.
They lost the first one 5-0.
5-0.
They lost the second one 4-2.
Wow.
And to be honest, if their mentality drops again in this game, I would not be surprised if they receive a similar result.
Right.
However, they're a good team, and some of their players who have been missing are back. So I expect them to do well.
Middleham needs a win today, basically, to really boost them.
Today's a must win.
Today's a must win. Yeah.
If they don't win today, it can be confirmed they're in the relegation zone.
Right.
And they are threat to go back down.
And Point Michel looks like they're ready to take it themselves.
Well, Point Michel is a very good team.
Right.
They have a very good owner, Ray Charles.
Right.
He has done a lot of work to keep the team together, to build a team culture and morale.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that the Point Michel team is not very disciplined.
Okay.
But they are very unified. And Ray does a good job of keeping them together. Note, the Point Michel team has a trainer. There is an on-staff trainer for the physical fitness of the players.
Right. Very important stuff.
So don't be surprised if Middleham just can't keep up physically, which is another reason why I'm predicting them to have a difficult game.
Yeah, right.
Because they're going against a team who's approaching, they're closer to semi-pro than amateur.
Wow. So it seems that Middleham is going to have an uphill battle today for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think we have the starting lineups for the Point Michel team.
Right. Yes, we do. We have that right here.
Do you mind going through for the people?
Of course not. For the Point Michel team, number 1 we have Akeem Jean-Baptiste. Number 21 we have Al Alexander, 16 Gerald Charles, 23 Dante Warrington, number 4 Donette Lanford Ferdinand, 12 Shamir Dangleben, 8 Marcus Bredes, 25 Mervyn Johnson, 18 Dylan Carlisle, 22 Luciano Roberts, 7 Nichols Connor, 10 Perry Charles. Any of these names stand up to you?
And then we also have Jonte Kazimi, Shem Deluge, and Jean-Claude Millien. Quite a few actually, because I did referee some games that they did.
Oh, okay.
Perry Charles is one name that comes to mind. Jean-Claude is a very strong defender. Jante is a very promising young winger.
Yeah.
And then you have a few other players. We won't call their names now. We will let the football
dictate
who we actually have. And then we have the teams coming up.
Right, the players are getting onto the pitch as we speak, getting ready for kickoff.
And the refereeing team, we seem to have Darren Walsh, Caesar, Gabriel as the referee, Junior Honoré as the 4th, and Clyde, well, either as the 2nd or 1st. We'll see which positions the assistants
Right,
take when they
right.
start. And
And
then you have in black and red, that is the Point Michel
Point
team.
Michel team, yes.
And in grey, we have the Middleham United.
That's right. And they are, expressing some sportsmanship right now on the pitch. They're really getting ready for the game. It looks like excitement is mounting. And the players are getting ready on the pitch right now. Excitement is mounting in Stock Farm at the moment.
Daniel, we have to make a slight clarification.
All right. Yeah.
Middleham, it seems that Middleham United had been awarded the points for
Oh,
the game last weekend.
right.
Because it seems like the LA Stars fielded an illegal player.
Wow. Okay.
So because of that, I guess
we did have to make that clarification.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
very
then
good.
that means it is technically not a must-win game.
Right. Yeah, we have to change it.
Middleham, yes.
Right.
However, it is a very important game. Just to give some of the starting players for the Middleham United team, we have Dion Lora, number 1, that's the goalkeeper. We have number 11, Kimon John Baptiste. There is also number 8, Kurt. You also have number 7, Shaxville, who is returning from a red card. Allison, Mosiah, Lester, Norton. So we'll see a few of them when they come out of the
Yes,
huddle.
we will. They are huddled right now, building up some team spirit to really try to secure that victory today.
Correct.
All right. And we'll kick off with Point Michel.
And I can see that based on the teams I see starting, there are a few changes from last week. Leicester is playing as the striker today, with Kimon playing behind of him as the number 10.
Right.
Yes, last week they were playing as the midfield pivot. So this week we have Jovan and Shaxville in the midfield. And it looks
Jovan
like,
and Shaxville in the midfield, yeah.
yes. And then it seems like we have a new left back for Middleham, and Kurt, who started the game at left back, is now playing
There we go.
left forward or left wing.
And we are off.
And we have the ball being played in the midfield area
Point Michel holding on to it for the moment.
quite easily.
Quite easily. They are midfield at the moment. They're facing a hell of a war.
And the ball given away by Shemaya
That's
Dangerman.
right. Middleham struggling to maintain control, and they have it back.
Well, as a team, Middleham tends to play very patient possession. So they don't tend to rush with the ball. And there we have a player being beaten, and the ball goes to Norton, the right back.
Middleham is making a push.
And the ball goes in back to Norton from Jovan.
It
And
looks
Jovan was a player who last week made a lot of important plays. And as you can see, he's back on the ball and just keeps
Back on the
possession moving. And this is Mosiah Bonny. He made a lot of interceptions and clearances in the last game. He was very important to their defense.
Look at that. And the ball is out off Middleham.
So what would you say? Was that a poor pass or was that a poor control?
I mean, it looks like that was a poor control. It really could have gone either way, but you would probably need a really good player to be able to keep that ball in.
It was a bit difficult to
It was-
control,
it
a bit
looked-
firm.
right.
And now we have Point Michel in
Could have
possession.
been a better pass. Yeah.
Yep. And that's Shem Deluge playing alongside Jean-Claude.
Once again, with that strong defense from Middleham so far.
And then we have another loose pass on the wings by Point Michel.
And look at that Point
And then
Michel.
the ball is given
Look at
away
that
by
back.
Dion.
So too easily.
And then we have a 1-2 and the ball
And
is
they're
now
really
being
making a
crossed in
push. It's it. Oh, look at that save. Look at that save from Middleham.
directly to the goalkeeper. And the ball, and the long ball is attempted
That's
for
right,
one of our goal scorers from last week, but he's unable to keep the ball. Shane Cochran, he's unable to keep the ball in play, and then we have a throw in to the Point Michel team.
Middleham again receiving control of the ball.
And if you notice that they always try to rotate the ball,
They do.
make a few passes before they make a quick push.
They do seem to be playing a sticky defense. Very, like you said, very patient
very patient on possession.
Look at that.
They're using their defenders. It's not often that you see a team in Dominica and the defenders have at least 10 passes in the first 20 minutes, and I think...
Which is notable. And look at they attempted an offense that was quickly stopped by the Point Michel team.
Lester Langley, he's a player who will try to make those penetrating balls forward. He plays for the Middleham United team. He wears the number 9 jersey.
Number 9.
He will try to make those passes. And then you have the ball coming out to the left back, and here you have Kurt now receiving possession. He keeps that in.
He does keep it in.
And he plays it into Kimon, and that's a lovely fake.
Back from number 11, and number 11 has it back.
And a lot of, if you notice, a lot of 1-2 and quick plays. Oh!
If only he had caught that.
If only.
And that was onside.
It did look onside, and then we have a goal kick from the official. Point Michel hasn't seemed to be able to get in the game so far.
Not yet, not yet. Middleham is playing a good defense, and they're trying to counter-attack at the same time.
Well, I think a good team should be able to, well, the game is played in transition. You have to be able to win those battles, because if you notice, when you lose the ball, you do not have the other team does not have as many defenders. The midfielders are out of place, and when you win that ball, you have the opportunity to break on them quickly.
And another interception by Middleham. Another one.
And again, patient possession.
Patient possession.
There's always that attempt to keep the ball, work the ball between a few players. Right there, the through ball for Shane did not work, but then we have a throw-in signal by assistant Cadet. It should be noted that Clyde Cadet is one of our FIFA assistant referees on Ireland.
Wow. And Point Michel trying to make that attack, but that just does not work out. Easily stopped by Middleham again.
And there you have the ball being forced. I mean, there was no reason to play the ball onto the left side. There were 2 open passes, and here we have the ball coming out again.
That's a clear...
And that's it. The ball is played early, and the player goes into goal, and he's attacking the right midfielder, Kurt, and beats him easily.
Clear attempt. And then that pass did not succeed. Middleham struggled to regain control.
However, possession is regained, and the ball goes out to the left back.
Yeah.
It's the 5th minute of the game, and the game has been progressing nicely so far. We have the Middleham team who is trying to keep possession and play the ball around like a comfortable team, like a big team, I would say.
Do you know how you feel about Middleham's defense so far?
Good offense makes good defense, and they have been able to keep the ball. So by being able to keep the ball, they have automatically been able to keep it tight.
Right.
However, and from the production team, it's gotten very bright very quickly.
It has.
At the beginning of the game, we were saying that it's overcast.
A bit overcast, yeah. That sun just came out of nowhere.
And then we have Point Michel beating on the wing, and it goes out for a corner kick.
Yeah, Point Michel does seem to have been playing a bit hasty compared to their opponents, who are really taking their time.
And if you notice, is that most of Point Michel's passes are misplaced. They're being misplaced. Passes go to the wrong person, and more than likely they go to the opposing team.
Right. A lot of interceptions because of that.
Yeah. However, you have them winning the first corner of the game. So let's see what is going to come from it. And the ball is headed out for a goals kick.
That's right.
I think that was Shem Deluge who got his head on the ball, but he was not able to direct it properly. Marcus Breeders, the number 7. Well, he plays the number 7 position, but he's wearing number 8. And he almost intercepts the ball. There's a reason why I mentioned him. He's one of Point Michel's players who has been around for a while. He participated in various underage competitions along with Jante Kazimi.
So long history in Dominican football.
Point Michel football.
Specifically Point Michel football.
Yes, because that is the team he came up with, and we have Kimon winning the ball, and a miss by Shem, and they're breaking
Middleham
away.
really making that cautious move forward, and Point Michel narrowly giving back the ball to number 11.
Well, the ball has been played out for a throw-in. The danger has been averted, and I guess they went with the safe route. I see them signaling for a long throw, and it looks like Allison is coming to make the throw, and Kurt will be sent into the box. So how do you think Middleham looks to be approaching? They seem to have a number of players in the box.
They definitely do. It looks like they're going for the goal at this point. They don't seem to be too worried that they'll be unable to get it. It looks at that congregation in the center in the box, shows their attempt, and they get the head in.
On by John Baptist. However,
poor stop by Point Michel. Point Michel struggles to get it back, kicked out of the box.
Well, there was a foul spotted by referee Caesar. I guess he saw something.
He must have seen something.
Yes, I think there was a little pull, but the referee was in a better position, so I think he made a good call. And then we have the game being restarted by the Point Michel team.
Back to Point Michel.
And then just a note, like right there, we had the player taking 3 or 4 touches and then making an errant pass.
Exactly. And that's something we've seen them do a few times for the game already.
But then if you look, most passes that are being completed are made quickly.
And look at this sliding tackle.
A wonderful sliding challenge, but the ball is recycled. And the ball is it's played in behind.
That is.
But the goalkeeper Dion.
He risks it, he goes out there, he gets the ball.
However, did you notice that Mosiah gave him an excellent shield?
Which is fantastic gameplay.
Exactly. So we do have some good football being played.
We do.
The intensity is not very high, but the game is actually being played at a very nice pace.
I think that's a count of the really cautious gameplay by Middleham. They are taking their time and really trying to keep up the possession. Look at a beautiful slide tackle, but I just sent it outside onto the stands.
The ball being played on.
You feel like that was a necessary slide tackle, Jordan?
Well, according to one of our nearby spectators, he feels that I guess he felt the player could have tried to control the ball, recycle possession. Right. I think some of the Point Michel supporters, they're not very happy with the team's performance so far.
I see.
We are hearing a lot of negative feedback.
And that is easily taken by Point Michel from behind. But Middleham seems to get back the ball. Middleham going for the offense, but that's easily thwarted by Point Michel, who tries to counter-attack. And that's just thrown back and forth.
And there's
the
free
pass.
Ball played.
Yeah.
Nice through ball being played, but that was lovely defense by Allison to cut that out.
That was a necessary slide tackle, I think.
That one was necessary.
That was a good one, yeah.
So far we have an entertaining game being played. I mean, again, the intensity is not very high, but there's some nice passes being played. And here we have the player attempting to dribble, but then he makes the smart decision and passes it on.
Just in time too.
The ball is played across the field, and he's looking, but they're telling him to hit a shot.
Oh, look at that.
And then he gives it away.
And in the air. Caught by the Point Michel.
And here we have the ball being played back.
They're going back for the attack, and that stopped.
Position.
Good head defense.
Wonderful interception by Young Bonnie.
That's what it was.
He's making a reputation for himself to be a stop defender.
Wow.
When the ball comes his area, he usually clears it, and then you have Allison miss kicking the ball. Has it gone?
No, there seems to be a bit of a struggle for the ball there. Really close quarter stuff. But it's freed up now. Middleham attempting to get the ball on the other side of the field. But Point Michel seems to be doing their best to keep the play on their end of the field.
Well, at the end of the day, this is one of the first times in the game that the ball has spent a significant time near the Middleham goal.
Right.
So it was.
What is that an account of, Jordan? What do you think? Why do you think that they?
Well, it's football. If you try to play basketball when you're playing football, you're going to have bad results.
That's right.
That's not playing is rushing the game.
Right.
They're trying to run down the field too quickly. Middleham is trying to keep possession, work the ball around, and bring the ball down forward as a team.
A very measured play so far from them. I totally agree.
Correct. So then you see, like, okay, even if they make 5 passes in the middle of the field, the amount of time they take to make those 5 passes keeps Point Michel in the middle of the field.
Right.
You know, so again, in the
right
middle
there
of
in the center of the field, right?
You can't attack my goal.
No. Keeping them there is not a bad option at the moment.
At all.
Middleham is trying to find a strategy to get out of that side of the field.
And then and that's a lovely play.
That's a great pass, but he is surrounded. And
he
makes the pass. He's in the box. Oh, and that goal attempt thwarted by the goalkeeper.
It seems like the goalkeeper needs some assistance. There may have been a shin to the side of his
He must have
face.
gotten some damage there.
Yeah.
He's holding his left ear.
there seems to have been a shame.
Yes.
When the player was coming, it was not intentional, but
No.
running past and the keeper.
Right. And he did make a stellar dive for that ball.
He did.
It was
It was a bit of a heavy touch.
Yeah.
From Shane Cochran.
Yeah.
And that prevented him from being able to finish the ball.
Yeah.
He did have Leicester coming in with him, but then again, can you notice that the play is measured?
It is very measured.
You heard Shane calling for the pass.
Right.
You know, so they have some team tactics.
And there's communication between them, which is very important. Middleham did make a good counter attack after the ball being held on their end of the field for so long, to come back and try to make a goal like that.
I mean, that's good football.
That is good football.
You keep the ball, you play the ball around, and you find open spaces.
You look for that opening. You look for
time
that
and space.
Yeah.
That is football.
And
time
it was
and
a
space.
fantastic football to get to him.
It was a fantastic football from Leicester to Shane.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Leicester keeps making those passes.
Yeah.
He keeps putting players in attacking positions.
Yeah.
He tries.
He does.
It's just that now, it seems like Middleham have a lot of Marcus Rashfords as strikers. They throw a lot of goals before they score
Before
one.
they can score one. It's an attempt it's a tactic that does not always yield results.
Well, I prefer a striker who gets the opportunity and misses than an attacker that does not get any opportunities at all.
At all. And it looks like the keeper seems to be back on his feet.
Okay, that's good. And if you notice as well, when there's an injury to the keeper, he stays on. If it was another player, he would have to go off.
Wow.
So just a little bit of... And then we have the ball being won back by Middleham again.
And it looks like they're going right back for that attack again. But that's easily thwarted by Point Michel this time.
Jean-Claude with the interception. And there we have the ball coming to Shem.
Right down the center. But that's easily stopped by Middleham. Number 8.
Number
and
16.
They look on. Just misses that pass.
Number 16 for Point Michel seems to be a weak link in the defense. He keeps giving away the ball when they're in possession.
That's Gerald Charles, number 16.
Young Charles seems to be having a nervous game. He doesn't seem to be quite at the races so far.
He does seem to have given quite a few of them.
And he has a very experienced player, number 8, Kurt, playing as his opposite number. So if he keeps making these mistakes, the Middleham will punish. And then we have the ball being miscontrolled by Kimon John Baptist. And we have a goal kick to Point Michel.
So far we've seen Middleham play some really measured gameplay that has given them the opportunity to get very close to the goal.
Correct. And then, their team, by admission, who has not been training as much as they have to. So the crispness and the accuracy of the passing is not where it's supposed to be.
Right.
And you can see that there are a lot of passes that they are missing. And then we have a through ball being played by Shemaiah.
And look at that. But that
there
does
we
seem to
have
be
shots
stopped.
for cleaning up.
But he goes up for it. The goalkeeper gets the ball out of there. Does not even give him the opportunity to make the score.
Well, Jante saw the opportunity and he pressured the goalkeeper.
That has to be admired. He did not back down immediately. He went for it.
Which is, and I mean, again, football is a game of opportunities.
100% Jordan.
If you do not take your opportunities, you lose points, you drop points.
Jordan.
If you heard that, we apologize. But if you didn't, good news. Good news. The Laporte spectators are in full voice and they're in full spirit. And they're a bit disappointed, I must say, with the performance so far. They're
Based
like,
on what they've commented so far, for
but
sure.
my brother, that team get 9 goals already. Or you have them pressing us. So, my brother, we are physical trainer. What you doing? That's what we saw. That's what we're hearing. That's what we.
Very well, Jordan.
I think that's what the spectators are feeling.
And
but then we have the ball being played out by Dion. And
wow.
A wonderful touch by Jean-Claude that takes the ball away from Leicester and goes back to the goalkeeper.
Bit of a poor head from Middleham, but they are.
And then you have to getting the best of Charles again,
Poor
but the ball
pass.
being played out by Shem.
But he was under a lot of pressure, and that he tries to beat off his opponent here.
And there we go. And there we have
he is pressured right now by the Middleham team.
And then I think that what you just saw happening there was Shem, the centre back, the number 4, trying to build some possession. And then we have a close challenge by Mosiah, but it comes away with Middleham having possession of the ball.
And the referee calls it.
Yep. And then we have a foul being called on Charles again.
Charles does not seem too happy about this at all.
No, he doesn't seem to be having a good game either. But it may just be one of those days. He may not be having a good
We
day.
all have one of those days.
We all have one of those
Hopefully he tries to pull himself together to the opportunity of his team. And Point Michel stops that attempt. And number 16, Charles, really trying to get the ball away from the goal.
days. And then you have a lovely headed pass.
That
being
really
played
was
by
fantastic.
Javon.
Soft touch. And he tried to get it through almost, but that stopped.
John Baptiste almost.
It looks like he
made it
lost
through.
track of the ball. He did not realize he had maintained possession.
Well, the tackle put him off. And there we
Oh,
have
there
the
we
ball
go.
being played through by Sharks for Charles again
Number
with the miss.
8 in the corner. He sent it through. Oh, but that's
No
easily
one.
stopped by Point Michel. He sent it to nobody whatsoever.
And then the ball goes to Lucy, who plays
And
it to Charles again,
yeah.
but Jante came short and the ball goes long. And Shemaya comes in and rushing on Mosiah, but the ball is played out to Norton. And Middleham are back in possession. And the ball goes out to Shane. And it's
Heavily
played
contested
out
there, but
for a throw-in to the Middleham United.
Middleham gets back the ball, yes.
In the 19th minute of play, and again, I think we have the same pattern of play.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have changed very much from the beginning.
No, Middleham trying to keep play and maintain possession. Point Michel with a few loose passes. Again,
Once again,
giving
passes to
away
nowhere.
possession. Nowhere.
Nowhere at all. Middleham,
A wonderful through ball being
really
played
good
by
opportunity,
Javon.
but he just did not see that pass coming through at all.
And it's not a knock on the Middleham players. But from the last game, here you have an under-20 player making a wonderful control and pass.
Yeah.
Then you have a senior former national player being asleep.
No. He did not see that.
And here we have that player tries to make up. And the ball is played in for Joe.
Misses the opportunity,
But
and that looks like
Jean-Claude did an excellent job of thwarting that pass though. And the pullback was attempted for Javon. I think Javon has had a very good game. He has made a lot of important and crucial passes. But then we have Point Michel on the ball. And again, one more false touch and Middleham has the ball again. But there is one key difference to Middleham's game this week compared to last week.
what's that?
Leicester is playing as the striker, the number 9. Last week they were playing Malachi Bonny. There is a difference when the ball goes into the striker this week. When they win the ball and the ball goes into the striker, it sticks. It stays. It doesn't go back right away. Last week it wasn't staying. So you find they had to come back a lot. But having that player who can control the ball and keep it and continue possession is good.
And that does show. Would you call that growth, Jordan?
Well, it is, but then it's also experience and variety in terms of players and the positions they can play. There you have a foul tackle on from behind from Shane. And you can notice that what is happening now, as opposed to last week when Middleham were able to keep the ball more in the middle of the field, because Leicester and Keymon are now playing further forward, they're keeping the ball higher up the field.
Right.
Again, it's just the last pass. It's always the last pass, and then we have a through ball being played.
That's
And offside
that looks like it was
called
offside
against Marcus Breeders. That was a wonderful opportunity. And it's taken quickly by Dion. The ball is on to Kurt. And he recycles it back into the defense, and the ball is just cleared out. And Shem is...
does not make it, and there's a crash. The referee calls it.
Well, Leicester tried to go behind the player, and the referee called it a foul. I mean, you can't go around the player's back, yeah?
Intercepted by Middleham.
Shaxper is having a very good game in defensive midfield.
Looks like,
And here he goes, he's continued the overlap, and he's getting into the box.
And that stopped. That stopped.
And a wonderful challenge being made by Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
Remember, before the game started, I told you Jean-Claude was a player we had to look out for.
You did say
And he
that.
has made a number of key interceptions so far.
And that was fantastic defense from him.
Yes, that was a wonderful tackle. It was lovely play by Middleham, and we can, if you can hear, to our viewers at home, you may hear some of the voices of the supporters. These are the Lapwet supporters. I keep saying La because I want to say Lapwet, but I want to refer to them as Point Michel.
Professionally.
But it's Lapwet, man. It's Lapwet, man. It's Lapwet. And you hear that voice? Lapwet supporters are
very passionate. Very loud, very vocal.
And her name is Passion? Boy, and she in red and white, so she might be a red passion. That is the strong kind in the country right now. I see her. She's very robust. Oh. And then, oh boy.
Middleham.
It has settled down, but then you have too easily. You have the ball being progressed. And then you have the ball being cleared out by Mosiah and Jovan again with a lovely touch, recycling possession. I think for a young man, he's playing very well.
Yeah. I mean, he's really held his own. We're in the 23rd minute of the game, and he has been consistent throughout it so far.
Quality passes,
Yeah.
clean touches on the ball, recycling possession, and there you have a quick pass being attempted. But it didn't work. It seems like the fans now seem to be having a little bit of a banter.
Between
Some fans are saying it's not good enough. Some are saying trust the process.
Trust the process.
I feel like we're watching a West Indies game.
Do you trust the process, Jordan?
I give up on cricket long time. We're talking about football, and I think that if Lapwet keep to their game plan, well, not their game plan, but I think we also have to take into account you cannot count fitness,
right.
and you will not
right.
see fitness
right.
until the 70th minute. Middleham is playing well, however,
I mean, that's when people get tired. You know,
and
the
when you
70th
get tired, it's more difficult to think.
That's right.
Passes get errant. Young Matthew, who has been having a good game, tends to break down when he gets tired. Mentally, he tends to not be as forceful. And then you have Shemaiah be winning the ball back in an attacking area and playing a through ball, but
it's like you said, at the 70th minute.
More dissatisfaction from the fans. You have the ball being played on, but it was to no one, straight back to the keeper.
Have you noticed a change in Point Michel's strategy thus far? They seem to have gotten more opportunities than the beginning of the game.
And then we have an opportunity being carved out, but it is offside. And
looks like that's offside.
Although the ball was played into the net, Kimon did seem a fraction offside. However, it was good that young Matthew is coming from midfield and was the one who poked the ball into the net. It did go into the net, it doesn't count. But
right.
However, he's playing well. Again, like I said, he's a player with a lot of potential. He just breaks down mentally in the game, and hopefully he does not do that because he's been having a really good game so far. Shaxford, number 7, is a player who's been having another good game. And then we have a strong defense attacking header there by Shane, and the ball comes back to North. And if you notice that Middleham are challenging for everything.
Oh, 100%. They're not letting any opportunity pass him by.
And there you have Kurt.
And he makes the interception. And he's going straight for it. And he makes the pass. Oh, but the pass is missed. Middleham makes the attempt.
And then you have a clean, strong challenge being made by Shem. And then we have a ball being taken, a shot being taken.
Again.
But very nice stop by Shem again. And there we have Shemaiah. And there's a ball open on the left side, but he goes to the right to try to find Perry.
You hate to see that.
Well, if Jordi Alba has 5 options and Messi have 5 players on him, he passing the ball to Messi.
That's right.
And Perry Charles is Laplane's biggest player. You know, he has been for a number of years in all age groups and all age divisions. So I guess he tried to go and find the big player. However, there was a wide open pass on the other side. And here you have the ball being played behind Charles again. He's having a really terrible game.
And
then it goes into Leicester, and there's the back heel.
Oh, but that's
a beautiful slide challenge by Jean-Claude. He went down early.
John, have you noticed the amount of goal attempts just picking up?
He's stopping them from making the final pass.
It is attempt after attempt so far, Jordan. Counter-attack after counter-attack.
And then we have a shot being taken by Jovan, and then it's the first attempt on target.
First one.
Again, young Matthew, showing himself as a quality attacking player.
That's right.
He came in, he brought the ball to Kurt. He played the ball. He received the ball back, played it into Kimon, and then went for the 1-2. And then he took the shot one time.
He did. He didn't hesitate.
No, very confident shot. He just went straight to the goalkeeper.
But like you said, the first one on goal, on target. First attempt.
And then we have a long ball being attempted.
But to who?
And to no one. And in the 20th minute, I think there is more fight from the Lapland supporters than the team, which is a little bit disappointing. Ooh, that looked a bit of a stamp. But then we have the ball going out for a throw-in to the Middleham team. Throw-in to Middleham. I guess they thought it was a throw-in to them. However, they did not notice that it was a throw-in to them. I didn't come there for that. I come there for a win. The word from the fans. And that seems to be a foul. And then we have the foul being given by referee Caesar. A bit delayed. I mean, they get in the call and they still calling the referee. Right. But I must say, the fans make the game more entertaining.
They do.
It is good that we get to watch football. Yeah. You know, hear this, right? Although there are less than 100 fans at our game, there are more fans here than at the recent Manchester derby.
I mean, that says a lot. That speaks volumes.
And it doesn't just speak volumes to the excellent work that our public authorities and government has done.
Right.
The people have also done an excellent job.
I mean, they're here for it. They're very passionate about the game.
Well, not just that. I'm referring to the COVID regulations and how we handled COVID.
I mean, thank God for that.
The people did a very good job. I think everyone deserves a round of applause because we all did a good job. No one had to get arrested for breaking curfew.
And no deaths.
There were no one had to get beaten for being struggling on the road. Exactly. We were very normally we disorderly.
But that was very organized.
No, we're not in COVID thing, man. When I reach Massacre, I close in my window on the bus. I'm not in that. And here we have the ball being played, but it's missed. And here we have the ball being played out, but Shane is pressuring, and nice ball played out to Perry Charles. Mosiah Bonnie.
Intercepted by Mosiah Bonnie.
You know what? Instead of calling him Mosiah Bonnie, I'm going to call him Mossy Big Stone. Because nothing passes. It's either it slips, it falls, or it clears.
It's strong defense from Bonnie.
Very strong from young Bonnie. He plays very well. Boy, look at Tiki Taka. Are you sure we don't watch in Barcelona in a grey uniform? Nice, patient play.
He does patient play to his opponent's back.
Yeah, and that was where the ball should have gone in the first place. And here we have the cross coming in.
Through the air. The goalkeeper picks it out of the air with ease. Throws it downfield.
And it throws out to Perry. Can Perry create? He plays the ball out to Kazimi. And here comes Bonnie. He tried to dummy the ball, but he didn't realize.
Bonnie gets it out of there. Bonnie gets it out of there once again.
Mossy Big Stone in charge, man.
He really is getting it out of there.
Mossy Big Stone in charge.
He's watching his opponent's every move.
He gives them no chance. And I mean, Mosiah is a very promising young player that has already made the national team, has already captained the national team. Yeah. So an excellent performance is nothing short of what we expect from him.
That's exactly what we expect, if not more. I mean,
he did make one error last week though that cost his team a goal, and I hope he corrects that. If I had one pointer for him, and that's a strong header out, clearing header by Jovan, and the ball is cleared out by Kurt as support, and the man coming on and almost won the ball. And the shot is blocked by Bonnie again, and then you have the ball coming together, but the ball is played out and easily, too easy.
Down. Beats off the opponent again, and
then we have a shot.
I mean, excellent. He saw the opportunity to get past his opponent, and he took it right after defending.
You know, if he keeps playing like that, then we might just have to call him Mosiah Ramos. He defends it, he wins, he tries to score. A big defender in every way.
In every way, yeah, literally.
I think the thing is with the wet surface, it seems that the ball seems to be sticking. It's not flowing or rolling as quickly as it would normally. So it seems like the players have to push the ball more.
How do you feel about Charles' defense? Because he has defended, he seems to be waking up now. He seems to have defended a few of the attempts from Middleham getting to the goal.
You mean the last one? The last tackle? I think that was the best thing he did all game.
Yep.
But I think the way Charles has been playing, he playing like him and nothing. And then we have a lovely shot.
Wow, and that's stopped by the goalkeeper.
Ooh, that was a lovely move by Shemaiah. However, the player, the goalkeeper rebounded the ball.
Yeah.
So it's not like when a defender controls the ball and the offside is over.
Right.
It's the same shot.
Right.
Because it's only a deflection, a save by the goalkeeper. So he gained an advantage being in an offside position. And again, we just want to say thank you to everyone who has come out and support. There are some, even public officials are here. Big up to the sports division. They've been doing an excellent job promoting youth sports in the country. Their Facebook page. If you don't follow the sports division's Facebook page, come on, man. If you say you're interested in youth and young people, you need to know what the sports division is doing. They are doing a very good job. And thank you to Mr. Trevor Shillingford, who is actually here watching the game.
And it's good to see when they don't just get involved outside, they come to watch the games.
But of course, I mean, technically, Mr. Shillingford is like the technical director of the country sports.
Wow.
And because the sports division is the government's main branch of sports. And here we have, a lot of these players would have played in a sports division sanctioned event. Under 13 schools, under 15. Even under 20 last year. Mosiah and Giovon had an excellent game against a college team that had numerous Premier League players, you know, and they won. So good training, and sports division can say, well, we helped Giovon and Mosiah get ready for their debuts.
They've been at it for years from all the younger divisions, and they get here today to show what they've learned throughout the years.
It seems like the ball went out. I saw the ball being headed out by Norton for a goal, for a corner, but the referee, so I guess the ball went out and came back in, and then it was. So we have a goal kick.
John, how do you feel like the rain is starting to pick up a bit? Do you think that's going to affect their gameplay at the moment?
The water going to keep the ball.
Right.
You're also going to have the situation where when the ball hits, like it comes from a height or comes at pace, it's going to skip. Like stones.
They skip.
So you have it's going to be a ticklish game where you have the ball skipping when played in its pace, but not coming in when played without enough force.
Which requires the talented man on the field to account for that difference.
Well, your technique is how you apply your skill.
Right.
You know, if you apply your skill under pressure, then you have quality.
There seems to be something happening on the field.
Well, it seems like the left back, number 12 for Middleham, has an injury. He seems to be unable to continue without some assistance.
We'll have to wait to find out if it's an end for him for the day.
It is it's in the 36th minute, and we are having I would say an entertaining game.
It looks like it.
A bit disappointing in the fact that Port Michel has not been able to mount a serious threat to the Middleham goal, especially considering they gave the Dubla FC team such a hard time in the recent Nations Cup, and then they came out and won their first game. I would expect them to be the more dominant team in this game, but
it looks like things have flipped on his head.
Well, it seems like Middleham recently has lit their field and were able to hopefully commence regular training.
Right.
So if that has happened,
it would show an improvement, a way for them to improve.
Well, they're playing a little better than last week.
Right.
So right away, we can maybe tell that something good is happening for them. And then we have the ball being played to Cochran, but it's just and rolls bounds.
And how do you think the goalkeepers have been doing this match over?
Well, the goalkeepers have been doing alright. I mean, there has not been anything of particular note.
A big challenge for either of them, no.
I think there was one good save that Yamura had to make.
Right.
But he made that pretty comfortable.
Very comfortably, yes.
And besides that, that's been it. The Port Michel goalkeeper has had more saves to make because Middleham has had more shots on target.
Shots, yeah.
And then we have the ball being played nicely between Leicester and again.
Yeah.
But that ball, he was offside. And the ball is played to Perry. And here we have Middleham, Point Michel going forward. Young Charles, and he keeps possession this time, and the ball goes back into to Perry. And for the first time, you know, they're passing the ball around. I think that's about 12 or 13 passes that they've completed in a row. That's very good.
Right.
And then we have the ball coming in, but
and the header.
But that was a wonderful clearing header.
It was.
It's just for the wrong team. You know, I don't see why you should be making such a wonderful clearing header against yourself.
If it was a defensive technique, then it would be fantastic. But
fantastic.
But it was not.
You only play that kind of header for a corner, not a goal kick. And then we have the injured player, number 12, coming back onto the field.
Good to see him back.
And
that was definitely a place where a more patient play could have amounted to a goal.
Well, I think just better technique. It was a diving header.
Right.
On a diving header, and you're in front of the post. He's not in the middle of the goal.
Exactly.
He's in advance of the near post. So he would have to kind of angle his head
right.
and try to head it back, which he did not do. He just went with a straight, hard head.
Sent the ball flying out of bounds.
He did everything right except the positioning of his head and the way it hit.
You would have to imagine such a tightly contested game, his teammates cannot be happy with him squandering an attempt like that.
No, and I mean the attempts have, and a lovely defense by Shane. He came all the way from the left side to close down right centre back. So that was excellent play by him.
He seems to be doing his teammate's job.
Well, I think he's just doing some extra work because Leicester is not the youngest chicken in the coop. So
keep that in mind. Yeah.
He's doing some extra work to help out. And again, it's a team.
Right.
The tactic is how the team plays.
The team plays.
So if one of the defensive principles is pressure, the player next to me cannot pressure as fast as I can.
Exactly.
I take that responsibility and he covers me.
Yep.
You know, so and then it ended up getting, the ball just went out for a throw-in.
Right.
We prevented them from building up, which is something we want to do. You know, and then we have Point Michel. Again, but Middleham, if you notice, there's also immediate pressure.
Immediately.
There's always immediate pressure from Middleham.
Right.
Do not give them enough time
on
the ball. Laplane seems to be giving Middleham a lot of time on the ball.
Exactly.
They don't seem to be pressure. Point Michel, I'm sorry. The lie is the lie for not doing that. Point Michel. We're going to get it right.
We'll get it right, Jordan.
But we have about 5 more minutes. We're in the 40th minute. About 5 more minutes plus injury time stoppage time before we get to. And there we have the ball being played out for a throw-in to the Middleham team. Almost a mistake from young Bonnie. But he's, again, I mean, a big player will let you think you have a chance and then just play the ball out nice and comfortably.
Look at that.
And one supporter just made a very interesting comment.
What was that?
Bert Kazimi, number 17, is on the bench for the Point Michel team. Bert has been a player who has always come up with the goods for Point Michel. And here we have Jovan controlling the ball again and making, almost completing a lovely through ball, but Jean-Claude again.
Do you think they are waiting for Bert's opportune moment? Are they harboring him?
I think they would be saving him. You have a big player like that who maybe is not fit enough to run a 90-minute game.
Right.
You save him.
You save that. Yeah.
However, I think when you have that type of player, then you have better defense by Charles. Much
aggressive.
Much better by Charles. That's what the kind of defense that we need. And Perry Charles picks up the ball, number 10, and he's steaming down the right side.
Look at that defense. Amazing defense by Middleham.
I think Middleham just signed a professional defender. Somebody need to check his birth paper. We need to check him out.
And they have a great opportunity here. And they stopped it. My goodness.
Leicester was just a bit too casual on the ball there.
Yeah.
He had too many options and he ended up just giving the ball away. And here you have the ball going back to Perry and then to Shem back into the midfield. And I think they're trying to play a more control game. And there you have the attempted through ball.
But stop. And Jordan, I just feel like that was a wonderful opportunity for Middleham to score. One of those rare opportunities that they have not gotten for the game yet.
A clear chance. And then we have the ball being broken away with Jante.
And another stoppage.
And then we have the other fullback making a wonderful stop. Control possession, the ball being played, recycled. The fullbacks for Middleham are playing the ball a lot, but here we have...
And he gets to it. He stops his opponent.
Jean-Claude was there. He's always prepared.
Always prepared.
Ready to make that final
intervention. Time we've seen him do this.
No. And I must say that the centre-backs, Mosiah Bonney and Jean-Claude Millier for the Port Michel team, they have both done a very good job.
And that whistle blown.
And there was a push in the back from Then we have the foul being given by referee Caesar. And we're into the 43rd minute. Only 2 more minutes left in this first half.
That looks like another injury, Jordan, on the field.
Well, I mean, it's as I was told recently, if you are not expecting push in the back, it can be quite traumatic. Shane is not very big, but he's very quick. Forces speed versus mass. So if your mass small and your speed quick, you're still going to deliver a little bit of damage.
It's actually mass times acceleration.
Merci. I figured you would have been able to get me.
But you were close.
I haven't do science in about 15 years, man. I apologize.
You think that's going to call to a penalty to one of the members of Point Michel team? It looks like the referee's trying to decide.
Well, I mean, was it something? And then that was a physical play, right? It was a contact foul.
Yeah.
Now to adjudicate contact fouls, the referee has to decide: was it careless?
Right.
Which is just a foul. Then, you play a little bit too much aggressive.
Right.
Well, not just malicious. Was it reckless? Where there was no regard for the player's safety, or was it excessive force? Where you're trying to break Sabun. So at first glance, it did not look malicious. However, I see they're signaling for additional help, so it may be more serious than we initially thought.
It does look like one of the more serious injuries we've had on the field for the day so far.
And then we have one of the senior medics being called on, and now the stoppage is already approaching 1 minute, so we may be here for a while.
And we are awaiting a status report as to the injury of the player on the field right now. And we're still waiting a status report on the player who has been on the pitch for some time now.
And this injury seems to be very serious.
It does.
It has already been 3 minutes. 2 minutes, and we are now in injury time. They are taking, and this really seems bad.
It does.
Because they are now taking out the player's socks. So he seems to be severely injured.
He does seem to be testing the leg at the moment. And Jordan, did you see was it really the push that got the player on the ground?
Yeah. I mean, it was the challenge was made by Shane Cochran.
Right.
He jumped into the back of the player.
Right.
I saw the next snap forward.
Wow.
So I am not sure why.
It might have been a bad landing.
Well, again, a push in the back unexpectedly,
Exactly.
mass times acceleration. You had a. It was a welcome set of circumstances for an unfortunate event.
Right.
So you had
That's
the
well
player
put.
the player not being aware, which is sad because you want the ball in your defensive third.
Exactly.
You should be more physically strong than that. However, he was a bit slack on the ball. I guess he was playing the ball away and was unexpected a challenge. Almost 5 minutes later, players yet to be restarted.
Still nothing yet. And we're still not even sure what part of the player has been injured. If it's his legs or
It seems a head injury.
a head injury. Well, that's not a good thing.
No,
Not at all.
he did seem to go down. There seemed to be a serious injury.
And it's now 5 o'clock in Stock Farm. I'm here with Jordan Luke and awaiting the results of an injury. Jordan.
We are waiting to see what's going to happen. We have some Point Michel players who are now sitting around their player.
In solidarity.
Yeah. You have Kunta, the coach, Ray Charles, the manager. There seems to be a very somber tone.
It is very somber, yes.
We have a fan, all in white, who has made her way out onto the field. I guess.
Is she a fan? She does not seem to be wearing any professional wear.
No. And then we have some pressure. We have some pressure being applied to the referee by the supporters. Everybody getting their pressure.
Yeah, it is not a great feeling in Stock Farm right now, waiting to find out the well-being of a player.
But then it should be noted that not because someone gets injured from a tackle, it's a foul.
Wow. That's true. That is true.
There is one player right now,
Right.
who is arguably the best left back in the Premier League this season. He got a double leg fracture from a clean challenge from Hector Herrera in the Champions League against PSV. That was what put him off. That is what seemed to Marcus Breeders is a player who has been injured.
Number 8.
Yes. He was actually getting in and around the play a few times. He was trying to. However, the ball didn't come to him enough to make an impact. However, now you have him being injured.
I've heard word that they are calling an ambulance, Jordan. I have heard word that they are calling an ambulance for Marcus.
Well, then you also see that the gate has been opened and there are some bikes. The bikes who were on the side, they've been pushed in.
Right.
So I guess they are making way for the ambulance.
It seems to be serious enough that they had to get him out of here.
Well, again, I mean, there are some things that are very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's very sad to see a young player having such a serious injury so early in the season.
John, would you say this is the worst injury you've seen for the season so far?
Yes and no. Because this is the second time a player has had to be taken off
I see.
via
I see,
ambulance.
I see.
So, however, I must note though that I am very happy to see the that there is enough medical care.
Yeah. No.
It seems like one of the referees knows some first aid. There was
Right.
a senior
Right.
Dominica Football Association Medicare.
Right. And the response was quick too. The response was
The
quick.
medic from the Middleham United team, I saw him coming off as well to
Right.
offer some assistance. So,
And the rain seems to be falling heavier as well.
okay, so while we're going to take some time. So we'll be keeping on the feed, but we'll be back shortly.
We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Mr. Benji, Cultural Ambassador and lead singer for TK International. COVID-19 has hit my livelihood very hard. No large crowds means no shows. No live performances means no zero. I want to get back to doing what I love, to what you love. Let's get back to 13. I can only get back on stage if we all take the vaccine. Get vaxxed. Mr. Benji said so.
Everybody loves good news, and Flow's got great news for everyone.
Hi, my name is Glenson Prince, captain and goalkeeper of the Dominica men's senior national football team. We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Mr. Benji, Cultural Ambassador and lead singer for TK International. COVID-19 has hit my livelihood very hard. No large crowds means no shows. No live performances means no CVO. I want to get back to doing what I love, to what you love. Let's get back to 13. I can only get back on stage if we all take the vaccine. Get vaxxed. Mr. Benji said so.
Everybody loves good news, and Flow's got great news for everyone. Prepaid customers, now you get unlimited talk and more data with Flow's new value-loaded, always-on prepaid plans. And it gets better. Now until March 31st, activate any plan and get 2 times the data. Not a Flow customer? Switch now and get the 30-day plan for only $50 with 50 gigabits of data. That's just $1 a gig. Dial *129# now to activate a 1, 3, 7, or 30-day plan. Or visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Glenson Prince, captain and goalkeeper of the Dominican men's senior national football team. We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, and welcome back to the Stock Farm Complex. Just to let you know, the referees have decided that, Daniel, they are going to take a early halftime break.
Looks like they just moved directly into halftime since the injury stoppage exceeded 10 minutes.
Yes, the ambulance has actually come and taken the player away. He is now being transported to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital.
Wishing him the best.
Mr. Marcus Breeders, we are wishing him and his family the best.
Right.
It may be unfortunate, but he has been injured. It seems to be a severe injury. We can't tell the nature of the injury.
Cannot tell it, yeah.
However, he has been taken. So we're just letting you know that the game has gone into the halftime break. The scores remain at 0-0.
That's right.
It has been a fairly cagey game. However, Middleham have been on top. They have more possession. They have more opportunities.
That's right.
However, they have not been able to find that final key pass
to
unlock the Port Michel team. So we are going to go back to commercial. Is there anything you would like to say, Daniel, before we go?
If we continue to see Middleham playing the way they played in the first half, I would not be surprised that they end the game with at least a goal. Keeping Point Michel away from another goal as well. Their gameplay has been measured from the beginning of the game, from the first 5 minutes, and they continued on. And we've seen excellent gameplay along the wings and great stoppage in the center. Just really good play from them. A few opportunities Point Michel has taken to get to the center, get in front of the goal, and just really good defense as well.
So I think, as you've summed up and said, is that we have Middleham trying to play possession and creating opportunities. We have very stout and resolute defending from the Point Michel team. Jean-Claude has been excellent.
Great slide tackles, great defense.
Challenges, and he has really prevented them from getting away.
That's right.
So I think someone has to step up.
Right.
At the current level of the game, someone has to show more if we are going to have a winner.
Who stood out to you the most so far, Jordan? As just really consistent, good gameplay from the start of the game to where we are right now in halftime. Who's really stood out to you?
I think there is Mosiah Bonnie.
Right. I mean, you mentioned him a few times.
Yes,
He was a big stone.
We also have Shakim, number 7 for Middleham. He has also made a lot of interceptions and winning back of possession. You also have Jean-Claude Miller.
Right.
For Point Michel. He has been just as resolute as Mosiah.
Probably the front man of Point Michel at the moment. Just really holding it down.
He is keeping them in the game almost single-handedly.
Yeah.
The midfield has not really come into the game. I have not really seen Perry or even Marcus or Jante when they were in the game, Shemaiah. I have not really seen those players come into the form.
Right.
So
hopefully they strategize and they come back to be at least as formidable as Middleham has been.
Hopefully. But we are going to take our halftime break now, and we will see you back when the game resumes.
And we're back. And we are back, Jordan.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
And there seems to be, and both teams are back out. They did not show who replaced the injured Marcus Breeders. However, the player is playing right midfield. But as you can notice, there is more pressure being applied.
That's right.
And then you have 23, the substitute. 23 is Dante Warrington.
Dante Warrington takes in for Breeders.
The ball is collected by Dion and played straight out into touch. We will have a throw-in for the
Point Michel team.
Point Michel team.
And we're really going to have to see if Point Michel re-strategizes here on the second half, or they're going to keep the same gameplay that has not yielded much results so far, John.
Well then, you have a foul being called by the referee Caesar. I guess he indicated he pointed for Middleham, then he switched. So it's going to be a direct free kick to the Point Michel team.
That's right.
And number 4 is Donnet Ferdinand. He had an okay first half. He made a few crucial clearances, and then you have the ball being played. But here we have Shane Cochran.
Middleham makes it sense. Look at that.
And he does well to play the ball back to Kimon.
That's right.
But you know when you control too good, you control the ball and you keep going. Yeah, that's what happened.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Ooh, that was a little bit of reckless play by Shaxford. And here you have the substitute winning the ball, but
goes directly to his opponent. But he tries to make it up with a slight tackle.
And then you have Jonte with the tackle to win the ball back, but the ball stays in play. And here you have Kimon.
And he gets it to his team. But he squanders the opportunity again.
I think Leicester had to show more patience there.
Yeah.
And then you have the ball being given away by Lucy.
Wow.
And a firm challenge by Shaxford, but
very firm challenge.
Referee Caesar.
And I think it's fair to say, John, both teams seem to have come back with a lot of energy, ready to get that first goal in.
I think I can already notice that the Point Michel team is playing a more intense game.
Yeah.
They're pressing the ball more. They're giving Middleham less time. And then you have the ball being played out for the touchline by Allison. And the ball is thrown into Perry Charles, and he turns, and the ball is played in, but...
Does that go outside? Yes, it does.
Yes, that's outside.
Nearly 5:30 here at the Stock Farm pitch. Point Michel versus Middleham. The score is still tied 0-0. Back into Point Michel's possession.
There is a very well-known Point Michel supporter, and he seems that he is not very happy with what he's here.
It does not seem that way.
I have heard him complain as much as some of the ladies were since he's gotten here. But he's doing I think he's saying the right things, that Bert, as a dominant player, should be in the game.
Right.
The ball should be cycled to the wings a little faster.
Do you think they might call him out soon? Are they waiting for the last quarter of the game?
They may. However, I think it's based on how the game goes.
Right.
And you have the ball being given away by Dion for a bad pass, but then you have a wonderful through ball being played by Jervon. And he
just misses it, but can he redeem himself at this point?
Can Shane keep it? And he plays it on to Norton.
Look at that. Goes for the open goal. There's right over there, right above the goal.
And Leicester just scored a field goal. 3 points. But we play for 1 goal, not 3 or 7. So we have an opportunity being squandered by the Middleham team. I think this is where the game will be won and lost in the second half.
Wow.
There have not been many opportunities, and I think we can already count one opportunity that
Right.
Middleham has squandered.
Right. And they just cannot afford to keep doing that.
If they lose 1-0, it's already their fault.
Exactly.
Because the game should end 1-1. And here you have Leicester going off. And you have number 16 coming on. And that is Ryan Matthew. It should be noted that Ryan Matthew, Jervon Matthew, and I think Keon Matthew all play for the Middleham team.
Oh, wow.
So they really are a community
A
team.
few Matthews on the Middleham team.
And here you have Ripey, as he is affectionately called. And there you have the ball being...
Well, that's outside.
And the ball goes out. And you have the throw-in being given to Point Michel. I think it's been a very difficult game for Point Michel.
They like predicted, it was an uphill battle. It has continued to be one.
Lovely by Jonte, but he loses out. He was crowded out in the end, and the ball is easily cleared away.
Easily cleared away.
Into safety by
No,
Mosiah.
Middleham has definitely had more opportunities, but they've also squandered more. Point Michel only needs one. Yeah. Do you think they can get that, Jordan?
I think they can. They do have the quality to create the chances. And here we have Lucy with the ball in midfield. But then again, here you have it that Middleham pressures the ball. They don't give them any opportunity.
Exactly. They really stop it in its tracks.
However, you have another foul by young Cochran. They should be careful, however, because you can get a yellow card for persistent fouling.
Exactly.
And there have been quite a number of fouls by
That's
some
foul.
of the Middleham players, yes. Clearing header by Allison.
I mean, it
and
was
the
a great
ball is
header.
picked up by
And what
Shem, and
happened
there's
there?
a shot, but it goes harmlessly
Off
wide.
target. Off target. Now, is Caesar the kind of referee who would penalize for consistent fouling?
You are asking me to make a judgment on the referee's opinion. I can't even make a judgment on my girlfriend's opinion. So
I was asking based on history, but I understand what you mean.
I think again, because history can be a funny thing. Matthew, one of our other referees on Ireland, gave 2 penalties in the Nations Cup final, which some people might have said, Matthew not going to never give that.
Right, I see what you mean.
And they
I
were
see
like,
you mean.
what?
I see
No,
what you
boy,
mean.
Matthew, boy, whatever you do before the game, Gassa, do that again, because I find you give them penalties there. What? Normally, like
amazing
Matthew,
slide tackle.
amazing. And again, more sound defense by Jean-Claude.
Yes.
The
And I
point-
think that must be his like 4th slide tackle of the game.
And there you have Ryan breaking away, but the ball is easily collected by the keeper and the play is restarted by young Bernard, and he's motoring down. And here comes Norton to stop him, and the ball is played into Perry Charles, and he's attacking.
He gets it.
And
That's a slide. He falls
that
down.
is a clear foul. Now, in these situations, normally you would see referees giving a card
right
for something like that, but but it's not because of the nature of the foul. This would be a tactical foul. However, I guess referee Caesar thought that there was no change of possession or
right.
transition.
No transition
happening, so
as such,
he
will not
figured
penalize it.
exactly.
I understand.
But again, these are when the persistent fouls would come in.
Exactly, because it has been persistent.
There have been quite a number of fouls by the Middleham team to break up play.
Right.
So this
that has been their number 1 tactic. Honestly.
Correct. Now here you have a Point Michel player standing in the wall, which is no longer permitted, and he does what he's supposed to do. Here's the ball coming in by 23.
Oh, whoa, so close. He went for the head.
Shem Deluge.
Shem went for the header.
And he went for the far post. It was an excellent opportunity.
It really was. Slightly more on target. Would have been a fantastic first goal for Point Michel. Unfortunately,
Definitely.
squandered.
And then you have number 22, Luciano, going off. And the player coming on. So Luciano Roberts off. And I did not see who was the player coming on. And you also have Perry Charles coming off. And number 15, Fitzroy Benjamin coming on. 17. So I'm assuming 15 came on for Luciano And 17, Bert
Bert
Kazimi,
is finally in the game.
after 55 minutes,
55
Bert
minutes.
is now on the field.
And they make it down the field. Can he get it? No, that's immediately stopped by Middleham. Gets it out of the field or outside.
And the ball is, and a corner kick is given. I guess the player felt that there was some contact from the back.
Right.
And feels he should have been awarded a goal kick. And here you have Bert right away signaling for that ball in the box.
He wants
and
it.
he almost won that header.
He really contested it.
I think that is what the well-known fan who was next to us was just saying, is that we getting ball opportunities in the box. Why is Bert not in the game? He is our best attacking
And that
outlet.
seems to have been rectified, Jordan.
And here you have Jonte trying to win the ball, but the ball is played out, and Ripe is on the way. Can he beat the goalkeeper?
Fortunately, goalkeeper gets to the ball in time, but that was a close one, Jordan.
Well, you also have to take into account the goalkeeper had a good starting position.
That is true.
So when the ball came out, he was easily able to clear it out. He did not have to.
Right.
He's not as fast as Ryan. However, he was better positioned.
He made the good right judgment call there.
Safe rather than sorry.
Safe rather than sorry. Now, Jordan, does Middleham have any surprise substitutions that could change the balance of the game?
Well, I was part of my first meme last week.
You were.
You know, I said L9 is in the game, and then 15 minutes later, he on the floor. So I'm not going to use him because he had an unfortunate circumstance.
Right.
But there is Keon Matthew.
Look at that.
He's on the bench, and he's a very aggressive attacking player.
I see.
When he comes into the game, he usually does impact the game.
Wow.
So Keon Matthew would be one person to look out for.
He might be
and
that
there's
wild
a
card.
long ball coming from the goalkeeper, and
But,
the ball is cleared out by Allison. And the ball goes out for a throw-in.
I mean, Jordan, the defense seems to have been really strong on both sides of the pitch all game long.
Well, okay, the player was attempting to take a corner, but it was actually a throw-in. And you have a big throw-in by Jante, but it only made it to the edge of the box and it was cleared. And then you have another cross going in, and Shem picks up. But the attempted layoff was just too soft. And then you have Jean-Claude picking the ball up and recycling possession. And the ball goes back to Shem, but that ball is now harmlessly over the touchline for a throw-in.
And Jordan, we are in the 58th minute of the game. We can expect to see some fatigue from the players soon enough.
An attempted, and yes, you should. And this is where, based on what I have heard and learned about the Port Michel team, this is where I want to see exactly what is because I'm expecting them to outlast the Middleham team.
Right.
And if you notice, that is a lovely play, but too soft. And then you have a foul being given to the Middleham team.
I mean, kicks flying everywhere from both sides, Jordan.
Well, I think they really had to. Again, this is a Premier Division game.
Yeah.
I remember Peter Pendergrass saying to us during our referee's course that if it is a final, you cannot expect to get the same soft calls
Of course.
as you would in the knockouts or even a regular friendly game. You understand, in a big games, there's a higher intensity.
There's a high intensity. Yeah.
This is a Premier. This is the highest division of the country. You are not in your bedroom. You cannot expect to just be casual on the ball.
That's right.
You know?
We expect intense gameplay.
And we want to say thank you to everyone viewing on our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you very much. We are happy to have you, and we hope you continue to share, follow, share the link. And here we have a foul being given, called by the assistant referee. However, I did see an opportunity to play advantage because the player had the ball and he was shaping up to play the ball down the field. However, I guess the referee decided they were going to, and then the ball goes directly, but it's cut out by Ryan, and then the ball is, and here we have Shemaiah
Can he
with
make it
the
through?
delicate
Can he
flick,
make
but
it through?
Mossy Big Stone says no thank you.
Stopped again by Moss.
And here we have the ball being won. And then you have
Oh,
the
well,
ball going into
can he make it?
Jansi!
But he misses that slide.
Almost.
I mean, that was a close one.
I think it was a close chance. It was a very sharp opportunity.
Was it squandered by the attacker or was the pass off?
No, man, that's just football. That is just one of those chances where it's not anyone's fault.
Right,
It didn't score.
right.
It just didn't score. And hold on. L9 is in the game again. And here he is collecting the ball. And it seems like the left back has gone down again. And it also seems that
goes crashing.
Derwin has come in for Kurt. So Derwin was the other goal scorer from last week. And it now seems that he has entered the game. And here is Norton, the right back, and lovely step over. Boy, see how fellas falling, and then a nice pass into young Matthew.
Really trying to make it towards the goal.
And here you have Allison informing him that that ball should be on the ground. On the ground. And here we have Shem easily going around Derwin. And then we have the ball coming out to Bert. That's on the right-hand side, and he's attempting to beat 1-2. He's gone +3. But the ball is won by Shaxville. And then we have the ball being played out by Kimon. And here goes Ripe on the 1 versus 3. What can he do? And the referee says...
He falls.
The referee says... apologize for any fruitful language you may have heard.
And he's swearing about
from the sidelines. We apologize, but the fans are very passionate and felt that was a dive. I may have felt differently, but... I'm very far away, and the referee was in a better position. And there you have the ball being played in, and that's a wonderful clearing tackle made by Allison, but then the ball is not forcefully cleared by Norton. And then Norton gives away a foul.
I mean, Jordan, it's like you said, this is not your bedroom. It is a time to take things seriously. And these players are really showing that at the 63rd minute of the game.
Yes, I mean, this is the Premier League. This is the highest level. And you should expect to have to fight.
The intensity is on.
Definitely. And if you notice the ball, the free kick, you have number 15, Fitzroy Benjamin. He's one of the new players from the. And that was a lovely cross into Shem, but he was not able. But there you have Mosiah again, preventing that ball from coming back to his team.
Not at all happy with the call from the referee. You can see that on his face.
I guess you're referring to young Jante Kazimi.
Right.
He has had a rough game. I mean, if I had to deal with Mosiah all game, I would be having a bad game too. You know, but here we have Norton on the wing, and he is unable to get past Bernard, and the ball is now coming back down the field with the Point Michel team. And Bernard plays the ball out into midfield to no one, where it is collected by Liam, and the ball is played back into Darwin. Very good pass. But Ryan miscontrols it, and now we have Point Michel, and there's a ball played out to Bert, but Bert is not ready. I think they're trying to attack Liam. That's like the third time.
They seem to have a pointed effort against Liam at this point. That's what you see. Is that what you see, Jordan?
I think they're trying to go down that side, and here we have Jovan again. And then this time we have the through ball working.
It's true. Can he make it?
Offside.
It's offside.
The play was offside.
Our second offside goal for the game, Jordan. And it just hurts to see, but great attempt by Middleham to try to get it through.
Middleham is a team that usually offside. They're usually in those offside positions, and it has cost them 2 goals. However, we continue in the 64th minute. Poor touch by number 18, and then the ball is given away by Mosiah. Here we come. There we have a ball being played into Bert. But Derwin misses the ball, and Shemayo rounds the on.
Oh, but it's stopped by the defender.
But when you have a player like Mosiah, big things happen. Wonderful stop by Mosiah, and Allison
Can he get it through? Can he get it
onside.
through? And it just misses. Jordan, the attempts are getting more frequent, more aggressive.
If you notice, Shaxwell has his hands on his knees. Fatigue is starting to set
is
in for the
starting to set
Middleham
in.
players.
As predicted around
However,
this time.
none of the Laplin players, the Point Michel players,
Right.
I said Laplin again, didn't I?
For the first time in a while, though.
I apologize though,
First
but
time in a
I
while.
like your positivity. Thank you. I'll take it and put it in my pocket. But the Point Michel players are all standing up straight.
That's right.
They seem to be coming into the game now. So does that mean that?
We can see a shift.
And here we have the play winger being
Excellent control.
but Norton with some very strong defending. However, he did not use the help that he had, and the ball is crossed in. And again by Mosiah,
but it stopped.
And you almost had an opportunity, but some lovely defending by Liam. And I must say, Liam is a good defender. Although he's a cricketer and people do not recognize him as a good defender, he is. He makes some excellent passes. He has some lovely delivery.
Right.
He has made some nice passes out into the game.
I think if we could see statistics for the game, we would definitely see supporting evidence of that.
Okay, and we have your young Gerald Charles. He is finally going off. It's not that he had a bad game. He just did not have a particularly good one. He made a lot of errors that against a better team, your Dublas, your Bath Estates, these teams would punish those errors. And you have number 21 coming into the game, Al Alexander.
You know anything about Al Jordan?
Not really, but it should be noted that Point Michel has made 3 substitutions.
That's right.
Well, they have 3 substitution opportunities. So their last sub they cannot use.
Exactly.
Because they have no more opportunities to make a sub. Have they made 3 individual subs though? There was one sub for the injured player. Correct, but 3 opportunities to make the 5 subs. 5 subs, 3 opportunities.
And we're seeing some more rain again, Jordan.
I think this kind of weather raises my sinus, the hot and cold,
Right.
Boy, these Point Michel fans are aggressive. You know I have to watch myself. I feel nervous even if I'm protected. Then the ball is played out and we have a throw in to the Point Michel team. And the ball goes in. What can they create? Nice control. But Allison again with the lovely defense.
That's
and I
right.
must say, Middleham's defense has had a better game this game compared to the last one. And the ball goes in.
Can he make it to the ball? And it stopped.
And a goal kick is called. Boy, Liam even winning goal kick for his team. Boy, Liam. L9 in him. That's right. And again, we want to say thank you to everyone listening.
That's right.
And following on Facebook.
That's right.
Get to like, subscribe, share. Let them know we are live again. And we are happy to have you. And Ripey controls that ball, but it doesn't stay. And that is the difference between in the first half.
Right.
With Lester Langley, that ball
Right.
stuck. That ball stuck.
I mean, that is...
And then we have the advantage being played by referee Caesar, but it did not materialize. Hello, the referees are human. They're saying we should stay on the game. But I think the referees are having okay besides the cards in his pocket. He's having an alright game. Again, here we have the fans cheering on their team.
Hard not to hear them. Hard not to hear them.
They have been really resilient.
For excellent stamina themselves, I have to admit.
You know, they have never stopped shouting.
They haven't. They really haven't.
For and against. When it good, they shouting good. When it bad, they shouting bad. And here we have Shaxford with the free kick. And
I mean, excellent attempt. Look at that. I mean, he collapsed to the ground after that.
well, I guess he trying to let the referee know he may be injured. But then did you notice that Ryan Matthew tried to chip it back over him?
I mean, my goodness.
And it almost worked.
It almost worked. That is persistence. That is keeping to the ball. That is trying to get that goal in.
You have to pressure the game.
I mean, you do.
Pressure, mistakes. No pressure, no mistakes. You have that ball being tried, the switch being tried, but it did not work. And then you have Liam winning back the ball. And Matthew again in the midfield, recycling possession, keeping it going.
He saw the open man and he went for the through ball. But can he
Lovely
make it happen?
ball. Nice early cross from
Can he get
Norton. And you have a lovely touch in the center.
He attempts it.
Came on with the attempted quick shot, but it does not work. And I think that's Denzel. Again, number 15. He just came into the game, and he's been working very hard for the team. And here we have the chip ball forward to Shemaiah. And what is he going to do? And we have the tackle from Liam. And then we have no foul from the referee.
And he was back on his feet almost instantly, Jordan. He was not going to let that tackle keep him down.
Offsides from Ryan. We apologize for the abuse you may be hearing to the referee by the supporters. But again, FIFA says, and you have a lovely tackle by Norton.
Slight tackle by Norton.
And now you may have noticed the ball touching the hand, but the hand was on the ground supporting the body. So that is deemed accidental and not an offense. And then we have Kimon passing the ball to Shane again. And then we have the 1-2. And Shane is away. What can he create? And here we have a shot.
Oh, excellent attempt. But the save was unstoppable. Excellent attempt. He tried to be. Now the referee.
There seems to have been a collision with the keeper.
Which
and a collision.
Second time.
Someone has collided with the keeper. Persistent.
And it seems to be a head injury once more. Earlier in the game, we saw him clutching his left ear, and it looks like he's been hit in the head again.
Well, again, if the goalkeeper is in possession, he's not supposed to be challenged for the ball. That is an offense.
Exactly.
However, I guess it was the referee again. The referee's in a much better position.
Right.
He was well placed,
right,
and he called the foul immediately. I guess he did not see a need for any additional sanction.
Right.
However, Middleham seems to be, well, both teams seem to be trying to going for the winner.
Right. Yeah.
Both teams want to win this game.
The intensity has definitely picked up, Jordan.
Well, if you have 3 points and I have 3 points and you beat me, you have 6, I have 3. I don't want to go back first division. So we need early points are important.
Early points are very important, yeah.
I think consistent early play in any league. If you maybe don't win your first 5 games, but don't lose any of them.
Don't lose them, yeah.
You know, so if you get to your first 5 games and you're somewhere about 10, 9,
right,
even 11 points, you know, you should be thereabouts. So the keeper is now up and the medics are off the field. It seems like the Middleham medic is on the field and unaware to referee Caesar that he's refreshing his players.
Back and play.
And then we had the game being restarted with the medic on the field. Again, as I said, it didn't seem that
the referee was aware. Yeah.
And then we have another substitution being made by Middleham. Well, it's not a substitution, but Derwin is just playing a little bit deeper.
I mean, he beat out an entire team of defenders.
There you have Mosiah, missed losing on, but then having to make an excellent last-ditch challenge. And he actually won the ball. Lovely clearance by Shane, coming all the way back to support his fullback. And I think just by how deep the Middleham team is defending, they are determined not to lose the game.
Yeah. No, you can definitely see that with them. Their defense is very pinpoint. They are focusing on the man with the ball.
Okay, and then we have one more substitution. That's Jante Kazimi, who will be going off. And it seems that Bert will now be playing a more central role, where most of us would be accustomed to seeing him.
We're used to seeing Bert taking that lead.
And then we have number 3, Blake Serra. So Blake is now in the game. It seems like some of the fans feel the last sub should have been someone else. And it seems like he's clapping at them and appreciating their acknowledgement that he's a part of the game. And then you have Kimon with a lovely turn in the midfield. However, there is a slip by the forward. Wonderful play by young Derwin.
Really well.
And
Really
he
well
won
done.
his team a throw-in.
Really well done.
And I must say that Derwin, as a young man, has come a long way because
has he?
of sports. And he has that fighter's attitude. Even the goal he scored last week, the ball was not passed to him, it was passed to Malachi Body. But Malachi missed it.
That's right.
And he was right there to finish up. And
saw the
right there, the
opportunity.
ball was not played to him.
Exactly.
But he was aware and in the play and made an excellent intervention to win his team a throw-in. The throw-in came to nothing and the ball is being cleared down the field, but Allison loved Matthew again. Matthew is really a big part of Middleham being able to keep the ball. However, I think Derwin was offside, so now we have the ball. A quick restart being taken, but here we have Mosiah again. And Kimon John Baptist wins the ball. And the one lovely 1-2 played with him and Ryan, and the ball goes back. And can Ryan shoot?
I mean, that keeper, I think that has to be 6 or 7 save for the game. Really been committed to keeping his eye on the ball, not letting his teammates down.
Yes, but I think all 6 saves would have been quite simple because none of them were in the corners.
That's right.
That was actually going wide. That was neither here nor there.
Challenge is what you're saying. No.
Lovely pass played in by Shaxford, but the striker, the winger, Shane Cochran, I guess he was not ready for that quick transition of play.
At this time of the game, when it's so critical to get that first and possibly final goal, you don't want that.
Tired players think slower.
That's right.
Norton Shaxford.
Really trying to control the ball here. He keeps it in.
And he makes the smart play. And then you have the early call being made by Kimon, you know. And that there you can see, that's Shane Cochran. You can see him tapping the thigh.
It looks like he's experiencing some discomfort at least at this point.
Is yours when it hurts in, you rub it?
Exactly.
I think that's why he was not able to make that last through ball. But here we go, and we have played an excellent defensive header by Liam Sebastian. He's not only good for slip catches.
Apparently not.
I think he's a very handy defender.
And he's really been proving that, especially when the team needs it.
Yes, the ball has come down his side a lot since
Right.
coming in the game. But there you have the forwards again not being particularly prepared. I think that was some poor play.
I mean, would you account that to fatigue, tiredness, the game going on for this long?
Just play the ball back to the goalkeeper.
Right.
That's just lack of thought process throughout the game.
Right.
I think that players should be able to think and play. If you cannot, the team will suffer. And again, you have an attacking situation where just play the ball to the keeper, ball clear out, we reset. But then you have the ball coming back to Mosiah Money, and it is played, but he slips, and it goes directly to Ryan, who plays it to Kimon, and a lovely goal-saving challenge. Lovely goal-saving challenge, and the ball goes over the goal line.
What an opportunity. Once again, Middleham given that opportunity to get that game.
Again, possession. Middleham, as a team, have tried to play patient control possession.
Consistent possession.
Throughout the game. And here you have it resulting in more chances.
More
How many chances has Middleham created
Exactly.
when they have not even gotten a shot off target? And that was an excellent opportunity. But again, resolute defending by the Port Michel team. And I do think if they do get a draw, and you have an offside being called by assistant Walsh. And here the ball breaks away, and you have the substitute beating Liam Sebastian.
On his feet.
And
I mean, 2 tackles.
Shaks. Woo!
I mean,
and there you have, I guess, a foul.
It looks like he totally fooled his opponent on that one.
He just jumped over the challenge. But the foul was because it's attempt or attempt to. So it's tackle or attempt to tackle, kicks or attempts to kick, strike or attempts to strike with the elbow. So sometimes that's why you will see a player throwing the elbow, not making contact, but still getting ejected.
Still getting ejected, despite not actually making physical contact.
Attempt or attempts to strike.
Right.
Strikes or attempts to strike. And here you have young Cochran. It seems that his race was only 80 minutes long. It does not seem that he will be able to continue, but the magic spray is out, and hopefully he will be able to keep going. So it's 80 minutes. Javon Matthew, Shaxper, Mosiah Bonney, Milan, Jean-Claude Milan. I think these are the players who have
Stood out.
throughout the game.
Yeah. Men who have really stood out. They have done their best to bring their teams that first goal.
And I think we should also put the goalkeeper into consideration.
Right.
I think he has made a number of saves.
He really has.
If this was a game, if this was a Premier League game, and we were playing Premier League fantasy, the Point Michel goalkeeper probably have about 10 points for me. Because he make about 6 saves, that is 2 points.
Exactly.
He have a clean sheet, that is extra 3 points.
Exactly.
He played 80 minutes, 60 minutes, that is another 2 points. And there we have,
And he misses
he
that.
missed it. A lovely attempt by
Strong
Bernard.
attempt. Yes.
Lovely effort being made. And then the ball is going to coming back to the keeper, who has been very commanding. And there you have him picking, and he doesn't pick up the ball on his 6-yard line.
No.
He's always at the edge of the 18,
Right.
which means he has a very aggressive
He's
starting
engaged
position.
in the game.
He helps his team play high up the field. And
just
there we have a
pass.
ball to it should have been to the wide player, but he was playing to centrally. Ooh.
Wow, what a jump.
And there we have an attempt
The
going into the middle,
communication.
and the ball is controlled, but I guess the referee saw it as a coming together. And the ball
Middleham.
goes off Liam, and we have a throw into Point Michel. And then we have the ball being played around the defender. Shemayo tries to win it, and he plays it back to his opponent.
Almost clear. Can he get it out?
I think that ball should have been allowed to roll to Bert on the back post, and we would definitely have been having one goal.
One goal.
And then the goalkeeper would have gotten one more fantasy point because he win the game. Saying big up to all my fantasy players who are following the stream. Thank you for supporting not only for football but supporting the local game. And then we have an attempted shot. And that player has come from an onside put. Oh, but the ball has gone out.
We're reaching towards the end of the game. Jordan, do you think we can actually see a late-term goal at this point from either side? Can they pull something out last minute?
Well, in this situation, it's like the game of life. It's not about who you know or even what you have. Sometimes you just have to be in the right place at the right time.
Right place at the right time.
And now but we just saw a ball where Bert was in a great position.
Exactly.
But if the ball had been allowed to come to him, then he may have been able to find that finishing touch. And here we have the ball going back out to the winger. He makes a lovely control and he crosses. We have a deep cross and
Oh! Stopped.
we have a save being made by the goalkeeper.
And was that on target?
I don't think so. But the goalkeeper made a good save, so we're just going to say good save.
Right. No,
But
I
I
feel
think-
like Middleham should start getting a bit nervous. Getting at this point in the game, they cannot allow Point Michel to continue being on the offensive like this.
Well, I think what Point Michel needs to do is to be more patient and draw the Middleham team out. If you notice that Middleham is playing very deep.
Right. They are
So-
in that box.
They're conceding the space and playing on the counter. However, and it seems number 14, Javon Matthew, has run his race. Good job, young Matthew. And he is now being replaced by number 17. I think that looks like K on Matthew.
Matthew for Matthew.
Matthew for Matthew.
And just above the goal.
And Shem again. I think Shem is another player we should be having contention for man of the match.
Jordan, I almost feel like such a close attempt does nothing but excite Point Michel. At this point, they are seeing all these goals that they might be getting, and they are telling themselves they can actually secure one. I think Middleham should be a bit nervous.
Well, the difference between good players and the best players. Good players create opportunities. The best players take them.
Wow.
And Shem has had quite a few opportunities, you know, as a centre-back, coming forward for set-piece opportunities. Here he comes again. he has been their most attacking threat.
That's
And
true. That's true.
I think he currently has Shane Cochran on him. I think that would be an excellent matchup.
What can I do this?
And here the ball comes in.
And it goes above. So close.
And here you have another player taking the ball away from Bert Kazimi on the goal steps, on the goal's doorstep.
That's right. Middleham needs to get the ball away from their side of the pitch. It has not been in their favor for the last.
And there you have
10
Kimon
minutes.
giving the ball away to Bert.
Once
and
again,
he makes a lovely recovery challenge.
Point Michel maintaining possession here on the offensive.
That was a lovely attempt. But the ball was played out and lovely control by Ryan, and Shane does his tired legs have it? And I think they do. But that ball has gone out and referee Caesar signals a throw in to the Point Michel team. Again, I must commend the Point Michel supporters. They have been quite boisterous.
Very, 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 very vocal.
Very. And then you have a long ball being played out to the right side. Very good play by Shem. However, very good recovery by Young Derwin.
And once again, Middleham just not allowing any of the attackers to maintain control of the ball for too long after that through pass.
No, I mean you have to pressure the ball.
Right.
Football is time and space.
Right.
And we need them to. You need to limit that space if you want to limit your opponents. And then you have Young Derwin again winning the ball and actually making a very good pass out. However, a lovely defensive tackle.
And Point Michel is continuing to dominate possession of the ball.
And that ball was just played too closely to the midfield, and he's able to clear that ball out. And the ball is played to Derwin and then on to Ryan. And can Middleham form a last minute siege on the Point Michel goal?
Attempt.
And he's
out of the possession again.
Out of possession again.
And he goes right.
Lovely piece of control and skill shown by Derwin.
That's right.
I think Middleham has done a good job in developing these young players.
Wow.
I think Derwin has come on and he's shown well. Mosiah has had another good game.
Right.
Jervon had another good game.
Right.
So kudos to Coach John Baptist.
And Mosiah really is probably your man of the match.
He could be, but he didn't kick a ball.
Exactly.
So here we have Shaxter with the long free kick. And the control by Jervon, Keon Matthew. And played out to Norton, but that ball has rolled harmlessly over the touchline for a throw-in. And there you have Bert.
Goal, but neither can you. And
Shaxter with the clearance. I think he has come back to make amends for being absent in his team's last game. He lost his cool and got a red card in their first game, and I think he has made up with today's performance. He has done an excellent job keeping it tight. And with young Matthew, when he was in the game, playing some very nice controlled football, along with all the other Middleham players, I think. And here we have Mosiah with the clearance, but because of the miscontrol, nothing comes from it. And then you have Keon Matthew, but the ball is won back by the Point Michel player. And the deflection sends the ball out for another corner. I think this is what you call lane siege to the goal.
Lane siege to the goal, 100%.
Point Michel has been attacking for the last 3 minutes, almost exclusively. They have made it very difficult for Middleham to play out. And again, Daniel, this is what I was saying. I was expecting the Middleham team to fade physically and the Point Michel team to grow in the game. However, Middleham is a better technical team. their ability to possess the ball, make passes,
Right.
string passes together is very evident.
Right.
And I think that is what has allowed them to be the more dominant team.
Right. And from the start of the game, we saw a more measured response from them compared to their opponents who have been intense and often impatient.
And to their detriment.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they have played, I think Point Michel has played a very good game.
Yes, they have.
They have just not been able to make the final pass when it matters. And there we have again. But the ball is played out by Young Bernard. And we have a throw in to Middleham. And that was a very aggressive play by Shaxville. You could see him coming out and demanding that ball played to him. And he actually tried his best to attempt. And here you have Kimon breaking through. And he goes over the challenge.
Going.
And the ball is played over the goal line for a goal kick.
These through passes have not been yielding results for either team.
The final ball has just not been good enough.
No, no.
And it is 90 minutes. And we have no goals in this game. But here we have the ball being won back by Keon. What can he do? He's trying to tell his teammates to get into the box. And the ball comes across to Kimon, who plays it over to Norton, but that ball is a little bit soft, but the defender makes a blunder. And then Norton gives the ball to Burt. Burt was trying to put him in the stands. He was trying to give him something he would remember for a lifetime, but it didn't work. The grass said, I'm not going to hold it.
The grass said, I'm not going to hold it.
Disrespectful, and the ball, the player slides.
Can he make it?
And then we have the
He's
ball
directly
in
in
the
front of
middle.
the goal.
But Middleham is unable. And Allison with the long attempt into the bush. And we have a goal kick in injury time. I think we have watched a very even match.
Even match, yeah.
No team has been particularly better.
No. Different strategies, but they
Than
have
the
not been
other.
able to overcome the other.
The final ball has simply not been good enough.
Right, right.
I think both players have missed the trick. They have not really been clinical enough. You have Shem missing clear headers. You have Lester Langley before he went off missing an open opportunity.
Right.
You have a number of opportunities from the Middleham team being taken off their boots by last-ditch challenges. You have a number of last-ditch challenges being made by Mosiah and Shaxford as well. So I just think overall, like, it's been a good game. There has been some very nice football played.
The finishing, though.
But here we have an attacking opportunity, and the ball is played in.
Immediately stopped. But
Mosiah
he's
again.
keep going.
Well, the ball rolled under him, and he did not have an opportunity to. But he's here. He's against Burt, and it seems both players are stopped. The ball goes out.
Some anger from Middleham.
It seems like there was some disapproval by the call. However, that was some nice skill. And then you have a two-footed challenge. I think the main issue is that the player swung his trailing foot. You're not supposed to swing your trailing foot after. And did you see that? The yellow cards have made an appearance.
For the first time in the game.
So, contrary to popular belief, the referee did not leave them at home.
Right.
And I think that did deserve a yellow card. It was really a reckless play. And the referee acted swiftly. And again, the referee has allowed the teams to play. And here we have the game being played. And there you have it. A very evenly played match.
Very evenly played.
Which ends 0-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the game.
So Daniel, do you have anything to say to our viewers before we leave?
Both teams share
really
a point each.
Really hotly contested game.
Man of the match. I will tell you who is
It seems
the man of
that
the
differing strategies have not overcome each other. Though both teams seem to have been equally matched despite having different strategies. Jordan, it was a pleasure.
Michel taking on LA Stars. Next week.
It was, Daniel. I must say, I was very happy to get the opportunity to do this game with you.
Yeah.
And it seems like we'll be back here next week because LA Stars will be taking on the Point Michel team.
LA Stars against Point Michel.
Boy, Laport against Lapley, I'm going to be in trouble, boy.
Man of the match, adjudicator for today,
Oh boy.
none other than Steve Samuel.
So we are going to take a short break and we will be right back. And stay right here. We will be rejoining you shortly in about 3 to 5 minutes.
The referees committee.
Hi, my name is Glenson Prince, captain and goalkeeper of the Dominican men's senior national football team. We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited Flow-to-Flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Mr. Benji, cultural ambassador and lead singer for TK International. COVID-19 has hit my livelihood very hard. No large crowds means no shows. No live performances means no zero. I want to get back to doing what I love, to what you love. Let's get back to 13. I can only get back on stage if we all take the vaccine. Get vaxxed. Mr. Benji said so.
Everybody loves good news, and Flow's got great news for everyone. Prepaid customers, now you get unlimited talk and more data with Flow's new value-loaded, always-on prepaid plans. And it gets better. Now until March 31st, activate any plan and get 2 times the data. Not a Flow customer? Switch now and get the 30-day plan for only $50 with 50 gigabits of data. That's just $1 a gig. Dial *129# now to activate a 1, 3, 7, or 30-day plan. Or visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. Drive home safe. We will see next week Saturday when Point Michel takes on LA Stars. Thank you. Drive home safe. Yeah, I told you. I got enough, eh? Huh? Half an hour time coming to an end, man. Nah, I find Ben's going to end there. No, we. Right now, we're in the officer. Make sure you stop all bands at the same time, please.
Okay, we are back. Our man of the match was adjudicated, and it was not Mosiah Bonny.
That's right.
It was not the goalkeeper from the Point Michel team. It was not Javon Matthew.
No, it was not. No.
It was not Shem Deluge. It was Shaxfer.
That's right.
He was involved in the main defensive aspects,
right.
and he was also involved in the possession of his team, which I think it was a fair adjudication, by
yeah.
Steve Matthew. Steve Samuel, sorry.
Steve Samuel.
Steve made a good choice for the man of the match. We would just like to say a very special thank you to our viewers from Italy who have been watching and enjoying the broadcast here with us. We would like to also say thank you to everyone who was watching the game with us. Thank you to everyone who made it out to the game, both teams. And Daniel, before we leave, thank you to the Coca-Cola people.
Thank you to the Coke people.
For the tent for the players. And see that we get free tents. We even get a tent for the referee now.
That looks good. Look at that.
It looks good. It looks good.
Looks good.
So again, a lot of people supporting our football, not just the viewers online, not just Vibe. And thank you to our technical staff. Them fellas better than Sky Sports.
I mean,
don't tell Sky, say that. Don't tell Sky, but they've done a good job, and we will see you again next week for the LA Stars versus Point Michel FC team.
Jordan, a pleasure.
A pleasure, my friend. And we will see you all soon. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Glenson Prince, captain and goalkeeper of the Dominican men's senior national football team. We are off to play in the qualifying rounds of the 2022 World Cup. We've only been able to practice and prepare for this tournament by observing all safety protocols, and because Dominica has done such a fantastic job in preventing the spread of COVID-19 here. We want to keep playing football, but without the restrictions of a pandemic. We want to get back to playing in front of large crowds. We want to play for you. Help us get back to full stadiums playing the greatest game on earth. Get back!
Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. To surf and stream more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, my name is Mr. Benji, cultural ambassador and lead singer for TK International. COVID-19 has hit my livelihood very hard. No large crowds means no shows. No live performances means no zero. I want to get back to doing what I love, to what you love. Let's get back to 13. I can only get back on stage if we all take the vaccine. Get back. Mr. Benji said so.
Everybody loves good news, and Flow's got great news for everyone. Prepaid customers, now you get unlimited talk and more data with Flow's new value-loaded, always-on prepaid plans. And it gets better. Now until March 31st, activate any plan and get 2 times the data. Not a Flow customer? Switch now and get the 30-day plan for only $50 with 50 gigabits of data. That's just $1 a gig. Dial *129# now to activate a 1, 3, 7, or 30-day plan. Or visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.